Hi guys, so if you've seen my post, this video is about the number that's driving me crazy today. I see it mostly all the time, but today I'm like, okay, clearly I'm not getting the message, so I need a little extra help. I need the cards because I'm not getting the meaning of the number here. So of course, first we're going to start with the messages from our angels here. So I'll pull a few cards of these ones just so that anybody who watches, they can get a message that resonates with them, hopefully. If they are tired of seeing the number, just like me today, I'm fed up of seeing this. I'm like, right, give me the message loud and clear. I've seen the numbers. I've acknowledged the numbers. I've thanked my angels for the numbers. I'm grateful for the numbers. But now, tell me what we mean. We're doing this now. So, as you'll see by the title, it's the number 144 or combinations of this number, right? Because it's driving me crazy. I see every combination of this number throughout the day, on the clock, on my phone, everywhere. So let's see. What's the message, angels, for people and me seeing this number? Okay, so you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. And we have yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So taking care of our body. Meditation is probably important for us right now, as well as exercise. And we have Omega, victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Okay, so first of all, it's letting us know that our pets are also watched over. All our loved ones are watched over on heaven and in earth here by angels, and it's letting us know to take care of our body. Our body is our temple, as we know. And our desired outcome is coming. Just to keep up the good work. Okay. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So I think that's a good reminder, because when we start to feel good and on the right path again, we can forget to, like when we're struggling, like, you know, if we only reach out to the divine in good times, in bad times, you know, and we're like, oh, please help us. Or, you know, when things start getting good, I think we should also remember to practice gratitude as well as practicing forgiveness. When asked which is the most valuable prayer to be accepted, it's forgiveness, right? And surrendering to that power greater than us. So again, it's about what we desire is coming and handing it over to the divine, surrendering. We do all we can, and then we surrender, we hand it over. It's out of our hands. That doesn't mean we just sit at home and pray, can I have £1 million? And just expect it to come to us. We take everything as far as we can, and then we allow the divine to do the rest. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So a lot of the time I say, if you want somebody from your past, you have to start fresh. You can't pick up where you left off and things like that. And I must tell you, I've looked at this number up lots of times, and today when I looked, it said it's about coming together with your twin flame. And so if you're a twin, or you've got somebody from your past and you've been working on yourself and you're not really thinking about getting back together with them because you're just doing your work and you're feeling good, then I think you'll have the opportunity to come back together. But it's telling you, you need to look at them with fresh eyes. Because think about how much you've changed, how much you've grown in this time. Haven't they changed and grown? We would hope so. So you've really got to let go of who they were, who you were. Because when we go through this death and rebirth process, that person no longer exists. You no longer exist. Who you were no longer exists. You're a different person, a different being. Of course. Death. Right? That person is gone. Who you knew. Even who you were. So the rebirth now is about getting to know each other. Who you are now. Now you're awakened. Now you've woke up, because we go through death and people presume that, death is this hard thing that happens to us, and then we go on to heaven, right? And I think I said this in a Capricorn reading, going through hell to get to heaven, going through all this bad stuff to get to the light. It's in many sayings, isn't it? I didn't even realize the light had gone, the candle had blown out there. So it seems like, even the candle's gone out here. We've been through this death process, death of the ego, death of who that person was that was letting everybody walk all over them. Death of you not having healthy boundaries. Death of being mistreated. That person is gone. And hopefully now when you stand and you look in the mirror, you see somebody who has opened up a new chapter and respects and loves themselves. So you're at the light side of the death. Right? You're at the rebirth part of this. And babies, they grow faster than anything else when they're born. So you could be feeling like, you're growing really quickly here after this death. You've seen enormous growth. And now it's time for this to begin, time for this to come together. You just need to let go of the when, the where, the how. Whatever it is coming. Let go. It's coming here. Don't worry about other, loved ones in your life. Sometimes we've just got to let go and let go of all that shadow of the past there. Let go of everything that was. Because that's the, important word here, was. No longer is. When we hold on to trauma of the past and we keep living these memories, you will find that it has the same effect on your body as when it first happened. For some of you, it could even be that, your pet died or something like that, and you was doing great, and then, your pet's died, and then you start to feel sadness again and feeling down again, and It's just about surrendering even more here, you know? So this number 44 that we are seeing is here to tell us a new beginning is coming. Maybe you're not even healed yet. Maybe you're just at the death part of this rebirth, and you know, you're seeing this early. That's okay. It's just to give you confirmation, hope, because we need hope, we need joy to be able to manifest, so we don't feel like, what's the point? All hope is lost. We need to be able to start picking ourselves up after the death process and start moving forward. The Hierophant. Look at this, so much divine lessons that you've learned. I see these stacks of book. Learning the difficult ways throughout life, I feel, because the Hierophant is the number 5. 5s are about difficulties and change. So I do believe, you know, a lot of your things that you've learned, a lot of your divine lessons were through relationships, friendships, loss of these things, next to the death card here. So learning through loss. Because look at all these skeletons here. It's like you've lost so much. But here you stand. Strong, tall, the conqueror of, you know, this death and rebirth process. And look at how much you've learned, how much wisdom, how much divine wisdom you have right now, how much spiritual growth you've been through that has empowered you here. Queen of Wands. Powerful, go-getter, you know, never giving up. You may have felt like it at times. That just means you surrendered to a higher power. You didn't give up. You just surrendered, you know, all this to a higher power. And that's what we're supposed to do. And if you feel things getting tough again, even though, you know, you could have been feeling better and things like that, go ahead and surrender even more. Take action. Do as much as you can. But then when you've done as much as you can, it's time to hand it over. It's time to let go. Again, if you're just going through this death process and this higher learning, you need to take action. You need to start getting up and start putting into practice what you've been learning. Maybe this process led you to your calling, your life path, and now you need to take action towards your soul's purpose here. And we have the Three of Wands. So, you know, we said your ships are coming in with the Three of Wands. I just looked at the time. Guess what? You can check it, guys. 1441. This good news is coming. This can be union for some of you because it's a 3. And like I said, what I read today was about twin flames reuniting, coming together. Probably if you are at the right stage and you're seeing these numbers, you probably don't even want your twin flame, because that's how you're supposed to feel. Like, no, I don't want that person. Because who they were was not a good person, or not enough. There was some reason it went wrong. But hopefully they've been through this death and rebirth as well, and this learning process. So that's why you don't want that person who you knew. That's why you need to look at them through new eyes, because you don't know this person that's coming towards you, because they've grown. You've grown. You may even feel like you don't even know who you are anymore. But it's like, from all the work you've been doing, all that's left here is like to wait, to allow them to come in. Like, I mean, look at her. She's covered in these blood, sweat and tears. Now she's waiting for the reward. She's waiting for her ships to come in. What all this hard work was for. All this sewing that she's done here. Maybe you're feeling restless and want to take action and keep going and keep learning and keep fighting. But it seems like right now you need to rest and wait and remember to have fun. I just looked up, it was 1717. I'm glad the numbers are changing. 9 of Cups. Your wish granted. Okay, stop. So you've expanded your capacity to love. You've learned to love from afar, and that's a divine love, right? Because you've learned to love without conditions. The condition being that they're with you, the condition that they're doing what you say. So the condition that they don't love anybody else. You've learned to love them from afar, and you've learned to love them with peace. You've learned to love them even if they're not with you, and you're happy for them if they're happy with somebody else or loving somebody else. That's how the divine wants us to love, right? Divinely, unconditionally. So I feel with this 9 of Cups, you've expanded your capacity of love here, you know? You've learned to love somebody and be at peace with their choices and understand they have their path, with love and, you know, separate here, because the 9s are related to the Hermit. So this is alone. And we see the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, this learning to empower and love your time on your own and love yourself. Love what you do. You know, this could be, like I say, a new life path opening up to you. Love that you are now doing the work, or you're earning your money in a way that you love and that you're satisfied with. This is why this alone time is very important. So we have like self-love and self-worth here. And we have the 8 of Cups reversed. So we know when somebody leaves with the 8 of Cups, they return, right? So this is definitely somebody wanting to come back with it being reversed. They could have even not wanted to leave. This person here is looking back also, you know? And I feel with it being reversed, it's telling you, don't look back, because you are taking all those shadows with you, and you have shone the light on all these shadows. You don't need to keep looking back at the darkness. You lived it, you experienced it, you've grown from it here. You learn to love the light and the dark. There's no need to keep revisiting those traumatic or sad times. Let go of the shadows here. Leave them all behind. It's like these shadows might just keep catching you up if you want to take a step forward but keep looking back. So I feel with the Eight of Cups reversed here, this is telling you to stop looking back. Those people don't even exist anymore. The person you was does not even exist anymore. Like 10 seconds ago. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's past. It's gone. And I feel like with these two nines here, there was separate journeys on learning to love yourself, because it's, even if somebody's mistreating you in a relationship and doesn't know how to love you, it's because they don't know how to love themselves. So they needed to learn to love themselves. Whatever their path was, whatever your path was, you needed to get to this place of self-worth on your right soul path here. The number one, the vibration one, is always about new beginnings, about self. So I do believe, you know, somebody is returning here. This is going to be like a new beginning. Maybe what you started out on your spiritual path with, that's coming to fruition now in a matter of time, a small amount of time here with the Three of Wands. With the Eight of Cups reversed, it's telling me somebody is returning. And they couldn't return until you both understood how to love without conditions, love yourself, know your worth, know the worth of the other person that you lost. Ten of Swords reversed. And the message I heard soon as I seen this was just, no, they have never stopped thinking of you. I know what the card means. I'm telling you, the spirit message is no, they've never stopped thinking of you. Somebody needed to know, because somebody's saying, that person doesn't even think about me. I don't even think about them anymore. No, they never stopped thinking of you. They had to learn your worth and their worth. Maybe communication stopped. Maybe you've never heard from them since that day. Maybe all you had was these numbers, right? So we have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups here. So it's like you probably communicated through dreams here. Maybe even the dreams were confusing you, like I was saying about these numbers. The numbers are driving me mad today. Maybe these dreams are like confusing to you, and you're supposed to get a message out of it, but then you have to decipher the message and the numbers and things like that. And it's like, it's confusing. Okay, if I'm dreaming about this person, if I'm thinking about this person or not thinking about this person, does that mean they're dreaming about me or thinking of me? Because they're not communicating. They could have even left quite angry, or you could have left quite angry with the Five of Wands. I'm feeling like this fiery Mars energy where they're quite angry, and it could have seemed quite a big fight. And, you know, because look, they all look ready to fight. Like, seems like self-protection, because they're in the dark here, they're watching for people coming. So it's like a self-defense mode. But this is something with the Five of Wands that can be sorted out easily. The challenge was because you didn't communicate. So it left you confused and having to guess. Seven of Cups for me is always Pisces season. And maybe when you communicated, they turned down an offer. Maybe you've turned down multiple offers from multiple soulmates, and you just, why is it not working with anybody else? Let's see, let's pull some more cards here. Why is it not working with anybody else? Why aren't you accepting offers from somebody else? The Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Tired of giving your love and not receiving, but what we give out may come back to us in a different way. Your guidance is divinely guided. Forgive those who trespass against you, as you wish to be forgived from who you trespass against. Be merciful, because the divine is merciful, the most merciful. Forgive yourself for not knowing the best at that time. Forgive yourself for anything you may need to forgive yourself for. A pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Sometimes it's hard to be the pillar of the light and raise your vibrations when at times we can be around people who don't understand our journey because they have their own journey. So be forgiving to those people, and, you know, you may always be the one to forgive them. So that may be like, well, I'm always forgiving these people for acting a certain way with me. Sometimes we have to be the leader. You know, like, for example, look at Malcolm X. He's not here to live in this world that we're in now, but he wanted equality. Some of us have to light the way. You're being divinely guided. And and what you give out in the world, you will receive back. You may even feel like, look, I don't have any love to give. That's okay. Give the love to yourself. Give the love to yourself when you need it most. Because if we don't fill our own cup, there's no way we have love to give other people. But you are ascending here. You are this pillar of light in your community that may feel asleep. And that's okay. You know, the 144,000, the tribes, you're part of that. You're leading the way in this time of Aquarius where there's more people waking up than ever. So it's like being a trendsetter. Everybody may point and say, that person's crazy. You know, 10 years down the line, they're all doing what you did 10 years ago. I can't believe how many times that's happened to me in my life, but hey. I feel like it's about a reward coming for you being this pillar of light in your community. And you're being divinely guided towards what's meant to be for you, this victory, your desire. It's coming.